Hello and welcome to Tech Now. I'm your host Andrew Greenwood, and today we'll be looking at a variety of topics focused on the dependence of modern technology and the future of filmmaking. Also, we'll be looking at the biggest debate of the year: should you buy an Xbox One or a PS4, or should you just stick to your PC? First though, smartphones. In the last few years, smartphones have developed to become mini cameras, laptops, as well as anything you can think of, but you can't eat it. Maybe one day. Anyway, we sent our team to Bournemouth Town Centre to see what phones you guys are using.
I'm here in Bournemouth to find out which phone is leading the market at the moment, iPhone or Android. So I just want to ask you, do you prefer iPhone or Android?
iPhone. iPhone.
Yeah,
iPhone for me, definitely.
See, I've got an Android, but I wish I had an iPhone. Android. I'm Android.
Android. To say iPhones. Android. iPhone.
Definitely iPhones. Cheaper and easier to use.
And they're not commercial.
I've got an iPhone, so I prefer an iPhone. I'm really girly, so I decorate mine. I have an iPhone.
And I have an Android.
Android. iPhone. Android. iPhone.
So it seems like just like the rest of the world, Bournemouth is undecided, and so the battle of the phones continues.
So it seems like the most popular phone is the iPhone. These things become so advanced that you could probably film a short film on them within the next few years. But if you're the next Steven Spielberg or Catherine Bigelow, what equipment would you be using? Hi Jess, how are you today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I hear you're a new student at Bournemouth University and you're studying...
Television production.
Excellent. So all this equipment is probably, you know, it's down your alley at least.
Yeah.
Yes, you hopefully get comfortable using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're here for.
Excellent, yeah. So first few things, we've got cameras, we've got sound, we've got lighting, we've got a Mac here for your software needs. Where would you like to start?
The cameras, please.
Okay. Well, we've got digital DSLR here. This is a Canon 550D. Oh no, it's a 650D actually, sorry. This has got a fold-out lens, so you can film stuff. It's also got a Rode Mic Pro on with a windbreaker, so this is a very nice bit of kit. DSLRs have become very popular in recent years, thanks to YouTube and, you know, amateur filmmakers that really like the wide ranges of lenses that the camera has, and the fact that you can just get film quality video on it. It's a lot better quality, well, a lot more film-like, I should say, than, say, your phone or one of these handy cams.
Tell me about this.
Okay, well, this is a Panasonic, I believe, yeah, Panasonic HD 5000. It's a very good camera, full HD again, great lens, but it's very standard. It's point and shoot. It'd be great if you want to just tell a simple little story, and you've got a nice display there. It's very easy to use and simple. Great zoom on it, so...
So this one's better?
Well, this one makes everything look a lot more filmy, and this one's a lot more expensive, and this one can get, you know, interchangeable lenses. So
how expensive is it usually?
they can range from about £500 to about £2,000. So they can get very expensive, but they're a lot cheaper than a film camera. A Red Epic would set you back £20,000–50,000. So, you know.
What type of camera is this?
This is just another Panasonic, but it's more of your amateur professional sort of deal. I'm not sure of the exact model number, but it's more of the amateur professional market. There's inputs for your sound, it's full HD.
So this one's better than this one?
That's more what the industry would use. You might be able to squeeze a better picture out of that, but with the DSLRs are very fragile in their focus, their shallow depths of focus. So great for films, but if you were shooting a documentary, probably go for this out of everything we've got here today.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on to the other things, we've got this thing. This is a Gorilla tripod where it can pretty much go anywhere, and they're really easy to use. You can use that for cameras as well as lights, even microphones.
Yeah.
On top of it today, we have a light, so you can turn this on and, you know, light up your scene.
What's this?
A few little peripherals to keep your camera nice. This is keeps all the dust off it, and a box of tricks there as well. Also got the Mac, which you can keep your all your films on and edit them. Think of your story and compose it on there. So that's just about everything. Any quick questions?
Not that I can think of. You said everything really well.
Okay, well, another thing that we can't live without, as well from our film technology, is phones. So would you like to have a look at the life of a 19-year-old without technology for 24 hours?
Sure.
Thanks.
Meet James. James, like most 19-year-olds, relies too much on technology. Oh, look at that wave. That's a healthy wave. Anyway, let's change that for 24 hours and see what happens.
Well, this whole technology thing is already destroying my life. With no phone, I had no alarm clock. Didn't wake up, missed my uni lecture. Great.
Without technology, James realises he doesn't actually have any real friends, just Facebook ones. Aww. James decides to head outdoors for the first time since he's been at university.
Still not feeling
It
it.
didn't go so well.
Literally have nothing to do. Is it the end of the day yet? It really must be the end of the day by now. I mean, yes, I do. All of the technology.
So after that, do you think you rely too much on technology, James? James? It looks like James relies a little too much on technology.
Seems a bit grim, doesn't it? Do you remember a life before social technology? How much do we rely on technology and how is it affecting us? Earlier today I spoke to university lecturer Perry Bradley to find out what she had to say on the subject. Hi Perry, thank you for joining us. Firstly, I really want to ask you, do you think as a society on the whole, we rely too much on technology?
Well, I actually consider myself to be a technophile rather than a technophobe. So I use technology every day. I use it at work, I use it for relaxation. I actually enjoy it and celebrate it, and I think it has a lot of advantages.
Definitely outweigh the disadvantages.
I think so, yes.
Excellent. So do you think that it's an advantage to us as the consumer that technology is developing so rapidly?
I think it could develop more rapidly. I think that as it is it's under the control of the companies who develop it. So they could, I mean, really that's a kind of money-making exercise. So they release it as they want to kind of like bring out new models of things.
Yes.
So yeah, it is kind of to their advantage, certainly, but to do it more slowly. But I think in general, we kind of, the demands of the user are met as well. But I say it's quite complex as to what the advantages are of such a fast developing technology. So yeah, I say there are advantages and disadvantages to the rate it develops at as well.
Yeah, with technology developing so fast, it's not hard to see how 72% of under 10-year-olds actually prefer playing with technology rather than traditional toys. Do you think they're sort of losing a big part of their childhood by not playing with toys and just jumping straight into the big technological world?
Well, I think there's a need for balance in children's lives, but they are going to be emerging as adults into a technologically led society. So they'll be working with it, they're going to go to school with it, so they need to be able to use it. They learn very fast, so yeah, they can pick it up very quickly, it becomes second nature. Yes. But I do think, yeah, there's a need for the balance still of going outside, playing with friends, rather than relying completely on technology.
Definitely. Do you think technology is controlling the way we communicate with each other? Do you think it's stopping social interaction, like talking at the pub and stuff, because everyone's just texting?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it is quite a common thing now to see people all sat around a table together, actually all attending to their phones and their smart technology, rather than talking to each other and talking on Facebook. They might even be talking to each other on Facebook, but they won't actually. So kind of like, I think cuts down on that kind of social interaction face to face, really. which is, is probably one of the disadvantages I would say there is to it. So.
Yes, technology has definitely stifled us in some ways, but definitely opened up a lot of creativity in other ways.
Absolutely. Probably made us a bit lazy.
Definitely.
As well. But
I know I find myself ordering pizza online just so I don't have to talk to another person.
Absolutely, yeah. So everything is kind of demanded to be online. So it kind of dictates to us in a way as well how we do use it. So yeah, I say that is probably one of the disadvantages, but in general I think it has kind of improved our situation.
Well, unfortunately that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Barry. Quite a debate there. Games consoles are another aspect of social media technology that's making the headlines and developing rapidly. The new PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles are to be released soon, and I'm talking to 3 games technology students about which product they would buy and why. So hi guys, how are we all feeling today? You all right?
Well enough, I suppose.
Yeah,
still alive.
Excellent. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself and your name?
My name is Jonathan. I currently game on the Xbox 360, and I soon will be gaming on the Xbox One.
Thank you.
My name's Ed. I currently game on the PC because I think it's a more versatile platform.
Excellent. And finally,
hello, my name is AK. I previously owned all kind of consoles, and in this generation I will go for PlayStation 4.
Okay, guys. Well, first things first. Why are you making the change? Why are you making the change to Xbox, and why are you making the change to PlayStation?
Well, I'm making the upgrade to the Xbox One because this generation I gamed on the Xbox 360. I'm very familiar with the titles that are produced on it, the Fables, the Halos, Forza, and things like that. And I don't want to jump to PS4 and miss out on those games, so I'd rather just stick to what I know and what I'm happy with, and that's the Xbox One.
Excellent. And similar story, you had all the platforms, so why are you going to PlayStation?
Previously I owned all the platforms, and right now I just I saw all the new offers which Xbox is offering and which PlayStation is offering, and Nintendo actually doesn't really fit there. PlayStation 4 is the strongest console. It have the strongest hardware. The variety of the games down there and variety of exclusive is just so attractive. So I cannot refuse this offer.
It did very well on its first day of sales. I think 1 million units shipped on first day of sales. The Xbox One yet to be released officially. So we'll see how they compare then. PC. Why are you sticking with the PC? Surely it's very expensive.
The reason why, because I've stuck to the PC for about a year now, so it's currently not as expensive for me to upgrade. So if I were to upgrade to another graphics card, it wouldn't be so as expensive, and also I have my Steam library to support me through the years.
Excellent. So just for people at home that might not know, how much would a new graphics card set you back in relation to the consoles?
If you look around, it can set you back maybe 400, but
400 is quite a lot when the PS4 costs, is it $399 or $499?
$499.
350.
350, and the Xbox is
400.
Yeah, there we go.
But it entirely depends if you want to spend money in the long run to last maybe 2 or 3 years.
It's the reason I stay gaming on consoles is because I know the lifespan is going to be 5 years plus, and I don't need to upgrade that. They have to make the games to adhere to the hardware specs there. With a PC, if you had a PC for over 5 years, it would be out of date. Then if you didn't upgrade on it, and so it's a lot to keep upgrading it.
I mean, it's amazing that the Xbox or the PlayStation 3 can run GTA on 512 megabytes of RAM. It's ridiculous. Online services, Xbox Live was definitely better than the PlayStation Network.
PlayStation Network, but
you did get free games, but they're
yes, but in this generation, PlayStation is going to improve the network services quite a lot.
In regards to Xbox Live, what are they?
I think what Microsoft got right with the Xbox 360 was they understood that online gaming was going to be a big thing, so they had the party chat, which is the equivalent of Skype or things like that, and they made it a lot more accessible. PlayStation did well with the free games, but Xbox has brought that back now by offering it themselves, so I think they're equal in that regard. And I mean,
it was one thing that I used to miss on the PlayStation 3, wasn't the ability to talk to my friend who might not be playing the same game as me. I might just want to play Fallout.
Or a group of friends.
But I'm glad that PlayStation's got that, haven't they?
Yeah, they're going to have it right now.
That's some great news, guys. thank you very much for joining me today. That's the end of today's show, and if you've got any questions or comments about today's show, please contact us on our Twitter page or our Facebook page, and don't forget to hashtag TalkTechie to me. And we'll see you everybody next week.